Oh man, it is Friday. Let the party begin. Yeah. Oh, so stoked for the weekend. This was one of the longest weeks of all time. Holy cow. I'm exhausted. But I'm going to do everything I can to try to enjoy the weekend and, make the most out of it. Headed to Yellowstone. And it's been many, many years since I've been there. So, trying to map out, what do I want to do? What do I want to show these guys? Becca's never been there, which is crazy. I thought everyone from this area had definitely been to Yellowstone. I mean, it's just right there. So close. So, taking her and her daughter down for the weekend, and I'm very excited. And been taking a look at the map and trying to figure out, okay, what do we do? Because you can't see Yellowstone in a day. It's so massive. Is it the biggest national park? Or would that be, like Grand Canyon or something? Let's look it up here. Biggest national park in the U.S. Let's see. Oh, the biggest ones are all overwhelmingly concentrated in Alaska. Looks like, what's the biggest one here? Let's go to number 1. Wrangell St. Elias National Park and Preserve in Alaska. Covers 13 million acres. Yeah, they've got active volcanoes and things like that. Mountains, glaciers, lakes, blah, blah, blah. Holy cow. Okay, the top 3, 4 of the top, as far as size goes, national parks in the U.S., all in Alaska. So, yeah, they certainly dominate the national park field. I guess Death Valley National Park in Nevada and California coming in at number 5 on size. Death Valley, it just doesn't sound like the greatest place to visit. Isn't that the hottest place in the U.S.? Oh, yeah, the name obviously coming from the extreme heat in the area. Number 6, Glacier Bay. Another one in Alaska. Then Lake Clark in Alaska. Lake Clark is bigger than Yellowstone. Number 7. Okay, there's Yellowstone at number 8. And I'm kind of surprised, but Alaska is huge. It's a massive state. So number 9's in Alaska, and then the Everglades in Florida at number 10. So going to one of the top 10 biggest national parks in the country. I don't think I'm up for a trip to Alaska at the moment. I would imagine flights aren't cheap, since there is nothing cheap that exists anymore. That's the times we're in. Yeah. Going to the grocery store yesterday. All right, we're going out to go to Yellowstone a couple days. Let's get some essentials. Okay, binoculars were not essentials, and a cornhole set was not essentials. But I think everything else basically was. I mean, with the binoculars, we spent $450 just on groceries. I did buy a new cooler, but I'm not going to get into that either because I was just kind of mad. They had these awesome, huge coolers on sale out front, I should say. Did I say sale out front? Well, I'm an idiot and I haven't had any caffeine yet. But they were really big and a good price, but they didn't have wheels. And I'm like, the purpose of getting this giant cooler, I don't want somebody to have to assist me in lugging the cooler anymore. I want one with some wheels. So, and I did find one that'll work, but wasn't exactly what I wanted. But it'll do, and it'll come in handy for trips to shows and things like that. But also, I'll give you my review of the movie Backrooms later on the program. We went to the movie theater yesterday and saw that. Well, sort of. What do you mean, sort of? Well, you'll find out later on the show. And I think it's a pretty strong review for the movie. Pretty strong recommendation for good old Backrooms. So that and much more coming up. Of course, Traffic School powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Let's party, people. Happy Friday to you. I hope your morning's going good so far, or your day, or whenever you're listening to this. Ah, crap, I didn't even get the on-demand version of this show up yesterday. This week has been so nuts. I really hope next week is just a little bit more chill. You know, I do get a 3-day weekend, which is really nice. Figured I'd do that. Take Monday off, with it being my birthday weekend, even though it's not like I'm going to throw down or anything. You know, today, 2 weeks on the wagon. Let me give myself a pat on the back. That's definitely probably a good thing, since I went to bed at like midnight, just trying to get things done to be able to go out of town. It is such a pain to leave town for just like a day. So much that needs to be done. I mean, if we weren't going anywhere, there would still be so much that needs to be done, but yeah. It's been a long one, people, but we survived it. Almost. I guess we still got today to deal with, but it's Friday. It's Friday, and the weekend weather's looking pretty good. At least last I checked. I guess I shouldn't say that, because sometimes things can change on a dime. Let's pull things up here, and let's find out. All right, Idaho Falls. Looking at a high today of 78 degrees, and partly cloudy. Pretty nice. Tomorrow, high of 77. Partly cloudy. Wow. Low of only 66 tomorrow. Maybe I better leave the AC running while I'm out of town. Otherwise my house would be a scorcher when I get back. Sunday, 80 degrees for the high, 61 for the low. Summer has arrived. Heck yeah. And every day is looking pretty good moving forward, aside from maybe some rain next weekend. Oh, wait. This is showing me Island Park. What the heck? I swear I clicked Idaho Falls. All right, well, good to know. I'm going to be facing nice weather. The lows are only that low in Island Park? Okay, let's check out Idaho Falls. Okay, I gave you an incorrect forecast. It's going to be a scorcher today. High of 85. And this is so bizarre, but the low today in Idaho Falls is 54. It's going to be, at nighttime, warmer in Island Park than Idaho Falls. That doesn't make any sense. Then Saturday, tomorrow, going to be another real warm day. And then, strangely enough, they're saying a 65 for the high and 37 for the low in Idaho Falls. But wasn't it supposed to be really hot in Island Park? That doesn't make any sense to me. All right, whatever. I mean, I'll take it if I'm going to Yellowstone. You know, you want to be able to get out and check out the crap. By the way, weather is brought to you by Sinclair Lubricants. Hard work is their heritage, made American, made true. All right, so if you're planning on going camping or something this weekend, I think it's looking pretty good in most areas. I mean, I only looked at 2, but we got to hope for the best, people. All right. Going to take a quick break and continue my multitasking mayhem. Oh, man. My brain hurts already. We'll get through it, though. We got this, people. So last night, Becca and I, we went to the movies. I'll probably bring this up later for the people who miss it. But you know that I'm a huge fan of horror movies. And the last time I went to the movie theater, I went by myself. I went to see the movie Eddington, the latest from director Ari Aster, an A24 film. And I fell asleep in the theater for like an hour. Woke up in the middle of the movie, had no idea what the heck was going on. And out of sheer embarrassment, I just left the theater. Just walked out. Because I snore really bad. And, I mean, I've got to assume if I was sleeping, I was snoring. Nobody said anything to me. Nobody, laughed when I left the theater. But I'm just going to assume I was snoring away. So, yesterday, we decided, well, I shouldn't say we. Becca's like, I got a surprise for you. We're going to the movies. Got us some movie tickets. So, pretty much right after work, bombed home. Was like, all right, let's get to the movie theater. I am excited. And I didn't know what she was taking me to see. She said it was a movie that I'd been talking about on my show. So I racked my brain. I'm like, okay, I've been talking about Obsession, been talking about Backrooms, and maybe Scary Movie, which came out yesterday. Turned out it was Backrooms. Sweet. Let's go check it out. Another A24 film. And A24 films, they're not for everybody, but I think that's definitely my favorite movie company. So I was pretty stoked. The movie's made by a YouTuber. I think he made it really cheap as well, and it was number one at the box office last weekend. Even at the time we went yesterday, pretty well attended, surprisingly. I mean, it wasn't like full, but we went at like 340, and I was surprised on a weekday to see that many people in there. Anyhow, it was a great movie up till the point that we left. I was really digging it. Tense and uncomfortable. It's a claustrophobic movie. I'm sure that they intentionally filmed it this way to make you just feel sort of trapped. I don't want to give any spoilers for this movie because, one, it's brand new, and two, it's one that I think going in kind of blind is good. I went in knowing nothing about it. I guess it's based on, I don't know if it's a video game or an internet movie series. I wanted to Google this to find out more, but I don't want to have anything spoiled about it because we didn't finish the movie. We didn't finish the movie because, like I said, it's got a claustrophobic feel to it. Becca was so claustrophobic at the point we made it to that she started having a panic attack and we had to leave, which was fine. You know, there are a number of movie theaters in town, and a couple of them, and when I say in town, I'm referring to Idaho Falls. But one of them, well, two of them, I've never been to either of them. The cheaper theaters. This was the one in downtown. What is it? Center Twin? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. You know, old movie theater that they've fixed up. Had good sound and everything. It was pretty comfortable. Kind of a strange setup in the theater we were in. Like, you could do a show there. Like, you know, a band could play there because basically it had like a stage almost like set up at the screen with a weird ramp. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it was a cool theater, and I was just blown away at how cheap everything was. Because this is a new movie. Tickets were cheap. We bought like a bunch of snacks and stuff. Oh man, that's probably spilled all over the back of my truck. I just remembered the bucket of popcorn that we didn't, you know, obviously didn't finish because we left the movie sitting in my back seat on the floor. And maybe I'll run out there after this break and take a look because I cleaned my truck out yesterday since we're going out of town. Anyway, the first half hour or so of Backrooms, I give it 2 thumbs up. And I'm looking forward to watching it when it's available on demand at home. Because Becca's like, we got to watch this one at home. I can't do this one in the theater. So I think that's a pretty good plug for the movie. You know, real horror should make you uncomfortable. And the sheer weirdness and claustrophobia of that movie, I was digging it. So I'm excited to win. Well, last night Becca said, no, we're going to go back. We're going to go back and I'm going to make it through. Is that movie going to still be at the Center Twin after today? I would assume with how popular it is, they'd keep it going, but let's find out. All right, looking at movies now playing. I don't know if they've updated their website as of today or not. Obsession, I didn't see that on the list. Where's that playing? Oh, it's in Blackfoot. That's another theater I want to check out. The Blackfoot Movie Mill. Ben from The Advocates was telling me about it. He said that, you know, now that he's discovered that place, he pretty much always bombs up there from Pokey to check out movies. Oh, maybe me and Becca will have to go down to Blackfoot to check out Obsession. Yeah, that's playing through the weekend. All right, Becca, drum roll on Backrooms in Idaho Falls. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. It's still gonna be at the Center Twin into next week. So we can go again. Hey, she said she was gonna go for it. Oh, and they've got Scary Movie 6. We might start going to the movies more now that I have discovered. Oh, that's Blackfoot as well. Blackfoot getting all the good movies at the Blackfoot Movie Mill. Very cool. All right. Anyway, once I get around to doing back rooms again, make it all the way through, I'll give you the full-fledged review. But, you know, unless it really goes downhill, I think it started off pretty strong. So check it out if you're into horror. And I'll get around to checking out Obsession one of these days. All right, it's 7 o'clock. We're rolling. I'm going to find something else to talk about. And holy cow, I've accomplished nothing yet so far, which is not good because I got a lot to do today. So wish me luck. Was scrolling social media, saw somebody ask, what's a bro code rule that women probably don't know exists? Now, I haven't really read through this. This could be a really cringy thread, because as we know, guys can be real dumb. Not saying you ladies can't be dumb. I got to throw us all under the bus. But as a man, I can tell you we can be dumb. And I'm really interested to see what the internet thinks about the bro code and what dudes are saying. Women don't know this, man. All right, let's dive in. Let's see. That first person said, nice try, Melissa. Okay, snarky response. Next person, first rule of bro code is you don't talk about bro code. Okay, whatever, dude. Let's see here. This person said, had a friend pass away unexpectedly. Another friend broke into his apartment and spent hours cleaning, we'll just say, stuff off his hard drive and deleting his search history so his mom wouldn't see it. I hope it was, overall appropriate. Jeez. I mean, that's pretty good to do, I guess, as long as your friend ain't packing something horrible on their computer. All right, let's see. If a strange guy comes up to you at a bar and looks scared or worried, you immediately pretend like they're a friend and protect them from the creepy girl who's harassing them. Guys, by the way, you should do that for the ladies. I've been to, many a bar. Trust me. There's a bunch of creeps out at the bar, especially downtown. Sorry, downtown. There's a lot of downtown establishments I enjoy. There's been a bunch of weirdos downtown in the last, year or so. Every time I go down there, somebody, staring me down or talking crap, and I'm like, I'm just hanging out here, walking on the sidewalk. It's 3 p.m. Why are you hammered and yelling at me? Get out of my face. What else do we have for bro code rules that women probably don't know about? I mean, so far, only one of these has really had any real meaning whatsoever. If your buddy lost a fight, that fight was pretty even. That's a pretty nice friend. Last time I recall, one of my friends actually getting in a real fight. This particular friend I am no longer friends with. He's a piece of crap. But, guy, you remember how I talked about how I was in Lava Hot Springs and, some hick came up to me and was like, you ain't from around here, are you? The only time that anyone has said that in real life, probably anywhere on the planet. That same night, one of my friends, he had left. He decided he's going to go to another bar, and yeah, some other hicks just beat the crap out of him. I'm sure he probably did something to deserve it, because he's just that type of dude. I'm sure he was asking for it. And I didn't say, well, I didn't see the fight. I just saw the aftermath and was like, oh my God, what happened to you? Look, do we need to take you to the hospital? Look at your face. He wouldn't let us take him. He's a very stubborn person. But I didn't say, the fight must have been pretty even. I was like, yeah, that's what you get for, acting that way. Stop being a habitual line stepper. We called this guy 305 because 3 out of 5 times you dealt with him, he was a total just pain. There's other words I could use, but we'll just call him a pain. So we called him 305. And it sucks because now anytime it's like I look at the clock and it's 3:05 p.m., I think about that piece of garbage. He sucks. Let's see. If a friend shows deep emotion, then listen, look after them, and never speak of it again. Okay. Maybe you should talk to him more. All right, I'll listen, but then I ain't going to talk to you about this ever again. I'm never going to check back to make sure you're doing okay. All right, let's see. This person says you can't date his little sister unless you get his approval. That one's weird, okay? That's strange to me. Like, okay, if there's some kind of a weird, huge age difference, I don't know. There could be situations where, you're being a dirtbag, obviously. But let's say you're all, adults, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't need somebody's permission to date their sister. At least in my opinion. Like, when me and Becca were hooking up, well, I guess I wasn't like friends with her brothers beforehand, but I didn't hit him up and be like, hey, can I date your sister? Don't be a weird dude. If you're like that protective of your you should be protective of your siblings, but if you're being that weird about it, like, dude, date my sister, it's her life, dude. Chill out. All right, number 2, this same guy said, if a friend offers you a beer, you can't complain about the brand. Free beer is good beer. No. You can turn down a beer, and just because a beer is free doesn't mean it's good. All right? There is a lot of really crappy beer out there, and that tends to be what's available everywhere. Nothing worse than being me and hitting up the bar, because a lot of time I'm like, you got an IPA? No. I'm like, not even one? You got, 10 different brands on tap that all taste the same. No flavor. Just wussy beer. I want a man's beer. Where's it at? Shout out to the establishments that started carrying things specifically for me. Sorry that I went on the wagon. I had to. You sometimes need to take yourself a nice long break. So hopefully other customers will buy those. But what else do we have here? Okay, now this is, I'd say, now I don't know if it's bro code, but it's just, I think, proper etiquette. If you're in a public restroom, you go to the urinal that's furthest away from any other occupied urinal. Yeah, nothing worse than you're sitting there in a basically empty bathroom. There's like 5 urinals in a row, and for some reason the guy comes up and stands in the one right next to you. You're like, dude, scoot, get away from me. There's plenty of room in here. Oh, let's see here. Let's just move on. It's already 7:20 and I've accomplished nothing. All right, going through the old mental checklist here. This caffeine ain't cutting it. Stayed up way too late. I mean, I got into bed at midnight. Oh, what an idiot. Hey, got a lot to do. Let's get some well, it's because we were trying to get ready for the day. K-Bear, what's up?
Hey, I just wanted to jump in on the free beer is good beer thing.
Okay, what you got?
I don't know if you knew about it, but Duff beer from The Simpsons has actually been made, and that stuff is disgusting.
I'll bet it would be. I knew it was available, but I've never had a chance to try it. So I don't know if I've ever even seen it for sale anywhere. I'm sure I would have bought some.
I haven't seen it around here. I saw it. I was in Germany. We were at a place that's all they sold was different beers, and they had it.
Ah, right. Yeah, well, if you're in Germany, yeah, I guarantee probably any beer you buy better than something that rolled in from America.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, if I ever stumble across some, I probably couldn't help but buy a can, but I might just put it on the shelf. Just, hey, here's a souvenir. Here's a decoration.
I mean, that's exactly why I bought it, but I was also curious. I was like, let's see what it actually tastes like.
Oh, yeah, I bet it's really bad.
Yeah, I would take just about any, like, PBR, anything over that.
Wow. Okay, well, thanks for the heads up. Good to
Yeah,
know.
no problem.
Hey, hope you have a great weekend, man.
You as well.
Right on. Peace.
Yep.
What's up, my people? It's the Victor Wilt Show. So, camping season's here. Maybe you're new to RVing. I remember when I got my first camper. It's actually the only one I've ever had, and I don't know. I don't know if I'd get one again. Well, actually, after looking at recent hotel prices, maybe it would be worth it to pay a monthly payment on a camper. Jeez. Even if you can only use it like 3 months out of the year around here. Well, if you're new to RVing, make sure to watch some videos online to learn how to properly care for your RV. When it comes to the dump station, make sure you know how that works. I hope this article's true. I don't know if it is. It was sent to me by Stuart. But apparently at a Maverick in Montrose, Colorado, someone pulled in to hit up the free RV dump station on site, but somehow instead emptied their black tank into the underground diesel fuel storage at the gas station. It could be worse, all right? You could be on a boat in the Chicago River, going under a bridge as Dave Matthews and his band dump their RV black tank into the river. You just happen to be passing by underneath, and then the dookie goes all over you and all your fellow passengers on this boat. That's a story that really happened. Just search Dave Matthews van or Dave Matthews Band RV dump, and I'm sure you can bring up lots of articles about it. So this situation's not quite as bad. I mean, they did ruin who knows how much gas. That's got to be a really expensive screw up. Yeah, they just saw this manhole near the road. If you've been to Maverick, you've seen those, the manholes in the parking lot. Yeah, that's where they put the gas, okay? Don't open one of those up and just start dumping your waste into it. Yeah, generally, when it comes to a fuel dump station, there's going to be like a hose around. It's pretty clear what it is. You may have a, dump hose that is designed to latch on to the dump station. It should be pretty clear what it is, okay? If it reeks of gas when you open up the lid, well, I don't think there would normally be any kind of lid you need to remove, all right? Because nobody would want to touch that. The poop hole cover, yeah. You want to dig in? Hey, how many people been here before me? Let me grab that. Now that reminds me of another story Jade told me where a guy's hose came off when he was trying to dump his RV, and it just sprayed all over him. He's trying to get it back on his camper. It's just spraying everywhere. Oh. So nasty. Holy crap. This is not good, people. Today, I'm glad it's going by fast so far, but I need to get some crap done. Maybe it's good that Becca wasn't able to get work off today because, I don't know how early I'm going to be able to get everything accomplished that I need to. Anyhow, we'll be back with some freak news in a few. Where shall we begin today on freak news? Well, I like a good ding-dong ditch gone awry. Again, if you haven't told your kids, in 2026, you just simply cannot play ding-dong ditch. Don't do it. You need to tell them immediately if you haven't already done so. Please educate your children that there are crazy people out there. And apparently in the last, year or so, ding-dong ditch. Well, no, because we had a ding-dong ditch local story with the Blackfoot sheriff. a number of years ago. I guess Ding Dong Ditch has been something you haven't wanted to do for a really long time. Let's check out the latest Ding Dong Ditch gone wrong. All right, this was in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Man arrested after his reported response to being a repeated target of Ding Dong Ditch. So we got Chad Larson. He's 50 years old. You know, sometimes you just look at somebody's mugshot and you're like, yeah, that's not the guy you want to Ding Dong Ditch their door. I don't know. There's something about the creepy look in his eyes. Well, he's been charged with kidnapping, assault and battery of a high and aggravated nature, and assault and battery in the third degree. Let's dive in. So apparently a couple weeks ago, kids started playing Ding Dong Ditch at the guy's house. And he decided, you know what? I'm going to go find these kids. So, you know, he sees a group of kids outside and he's like, oh, maybe they want to apologize. But apparently they taunted him and took off on their bikes. Like, ooh, what you gonna do, dude? So he went to his neighbor to inform him that I guess the kids were back. So the neighbors must have been being Ding Dong Ditched as well. At that point, the kids looked like they were turning around and coming back. So he hid in a neighbor's bush to wait till they got close enough to him that he could tackle them off of their e-bikes. So two kids knocked off their bikes. He's holding them down on the ground. One of them gets away. So he grabs the one he's still got by the neck and arm and drags them into his own home. And he's holding a rock and telling the kid, I should hit you with this. But then at some point he put it down. And he says he did it because, you know, he just wanted to find out who these kids were. So police get to the scene. They see the guy holding on to the kid through a closed glass door, and the handle had been broken off. So an officer had to find the handle to get in the guy's house and detain him. They said he was cooperative and that he knew what he was doing was wrong, but he's like, well, you know, these kids are doing the Ding Dong Ditch. Ding Dong Ditch, you know, it could be annoying, but it does not justify shoving a kid off an electric bike, dragging them into your home, and threatening to beat them with a rock. Don't do it, kids. Don't play Ding Dong Ditch. Never works out good in this day and age. Down in Kentucky, apparently it's Tiger King country, and you're allowed to have whatever kind of pet you want. Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife recently caught a kangaroo and were able to return it to its home, safely reunited with owner. They're just rolling around Kentucky. Is that a kangaroo? What? And what a terrible pet to get. Kangaroos can beat the absolute crap out of people. Watch kangaroo attacks person videos on YouTube if you want to see what I'm talking about. I see a kangaroo, I'm out, bro. I mean, pretty much any wild animal. I'm out. I see a mouse, I'm out. No, for real, he might be packing some kind of disease. Ugh, they're grody. All right. I don't even remember opening that tab. Maybe I'll save the rest of this for a bit because holy crap, it's already after 8. All right. Again, I don't mind the day going by quick, but I've not accomplished what I wanted to by now. We'll get through it. We'll get her done. Some of this caffeine not working for me. I guess when you get like 4 hours of sleep, there's only so much that caffeine can do. Looking forward to the weekend myself. It's my birthday. I'm getting super old. Hey, get off my lawn, kids. Hey. A lot of gray in the beard these days. Anyway, headed to Yellowstone, which should be awesome. Haven't been there for years. And, you know, hoping it's not super packed, but I would imagine this time of year it probably is. I was looking at an article here about national park deaths dropping in 2025, but peaches, One demographic accounts for 84% of deaths in national parks. What do you think that demographic is?
I was about to ask you if you're going to bring up that statistic. I'm assuming it's out of the country tourists.
Wrong. Just men in general.
Oh.
And what do you think's killing them in national parks?
They're getting curious.
They're getting curious,
and they're trying to explore places they shouldn't.
Actually, it's kind of boring. It's just car accidents.
Oh.
Men driving like idiots.
Because they want to speed around and also they get distracted.
Yeah.
And then they have to call an advocate.
That's right. Reckless drivers. You know, if you're hit in a national park, call the Advocates Injury Attorneys, who are also powering traffic school coming up in about a half hour. I should probably make a post in the group asking for questions.
Did you shout not that long ago?
Shout?
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, I do often enough.
Because I heard you all the way from Jade's office.
I don't know. You know how my memory is. And I was up really late last night.
Me too, 1:30.
What? Wow, you were up even later than me. I was up till midnight. Well, okay.
Whoa.
I don't know what time I went to bed, but I got into bed at midnight because we were trying to, get ready to go out of town. And
yeah.
Well, we ended up going to the movies yesterday, Peaches.
Did you see the...
We saw Back Rooms.
Oh, okay.
Sort of. Okay. You know that
I swear, if you say what I think you're about to say.
You know that the last time I went to the movie theater, I fell asleep in the movie theater.
It.
For Eddington. I did not fall asleep during Back Rooms, okay? However, I went into this movie knowing nothing about it, and I don't want to know anything about it. I don't know if it was a video game or an internet series.
I almost peed myself playing the game.
So it's a game that it's based on.
Me and my friends played it once, and it was pretty fun. So we watched, I'd say, 30 to 45 minutes of this movie, right? I was loving it. I love A24 movies, my favorite movie company. And this is a very strange movie, very weird, and also very claustrophobia-inducing. Like, it is tense and you just feel kind of uncomfortable and trapped while watching it. It's like that movie, As Above, So Below.
Yeah. So you just feel kind of trapped.
Or that one where James Franco reenacts the guy who chops off his own leg to get free from the rock.
So, we went to the Center Twin, which is in downtown. I'd never been to that movie theater.
Oh, the tiny little one right there.
Yeah,
it's nice.
It was cool, kind of old and creepy, but it's all fixed up. Like it's nice in there. Good sound, good seats.
I saw Nobody 2 in there.
Right on.
Yeah.
Dude, the theater's great. So, 30 to 45 minutes in or so, Becca just gets so claustrophobic. She has a panic attack and we gotta bail.
What?
She just was like, I can't take this anymore. We gotta go. And so we bailed on the movie. But she, said last night, she's like, we're going back. I'm gonna make it through this movie. Yeah, I guess it just, the movie just made her so uncomfortable, which, like I said, it's definitely, if you've played the game, I assume similar. It does make you feel trapped.
There's a weird, megaphone man that chases you.
Okay, don't tell me anything.
In the game. That's the common enemy.
We didn't get to the point where we saw whatever was chasing the people.
I know they changed it up for the movie, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm real excited. She says we're going to go back. But those theaters, man, good deal.
Yeah, they are.
The tickets were cheap. We loaded up on a bunch of food, and I'm like, oh, boy. It was we got popcorn, a drink, couple different candies, and it was $12.
It must be nice to eat popcorn and candy, isn't it?
Popcorn and candy's great, Peaches. It's fantastic.
Last night I had grapes and kiwis.
Oh, nice. I had pizza and salad.
Oh, yeah. No, I had a power bowl. I had egg and avocado and kale. My friends were like, hey, do you want to come to Olive Garden? I'm like, no, I can't have carbs.
Jeez, Peaches. You already got the jab. You just
You're supposed to eat healthy for it.
I guess.
You're not supposed to eat crap?
Just eat half of the crap.
No.
Yeah, you just cut down on the crap, but you can still eat crap.
My body is a temple.
Oh, jeez.
Ask Lieutenant Crane if he's ever eaten a kale salad before.
He doesn't seem like a kale salad guy to me, but maybe, he's in good shape. You got to be a cop.
Yeah.
I don't think he's mowing down a cheeseburger every day.
What's really funny is when I was at the gun shop, everyone there was like, yeah, we love Lieutenant Crane. That guy's a beast.
He is a beast. He's a monster.
and he's going to be here in about a half hour, everybody. So get those questions ready for Traffic School, powered by the Advocates.
I got to head home here. Gotta go. I forgot my pill bag like an idiot.
Peaches in the pill bag. You made fun of me when I had a pill bag.
Well, I have to get my heart meds and the Motrin and all that.
I know. I love it. I love Peaches getting older because all the things you used to make fun of me for
I never made fun of you for that. It's just funny.
Oh, you just thought it was fun?
Yeah.
I did. I had a big bag. Now I just put all my pills in one bottle.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
Well, it's too much crap to pack.
I completely forgot. We were going to do something in Noon Hour today.
We were?
Yeah.
What were we going to do?
There was something I saw yesterday about how younger people are sardine maxing.
Oh, yeah. Dude, no fish. No fish in the studio. Sardines gross me out.
We're going to open up a can of sardines here in the camera studio.
Peaches, you go back next door. No fish, all right? I don't need to smell that today. I got too much to do. No distractions. Why are you bothering me, dude?
Because you emailed me a stupid question this morning.
Well, I get a lot of emails.
So you like my response?
Yeah.
You will not make this shut yet.
How many times have I emailed you and gotten that same kind of response about other websites?
Too many.
You have your own login! Sent you them years ago. Oh, well, I've been using yours for years. Sorry.
You know that thing that you have to accept? Click on it.
I don't like to accept things, especially from you. I'm not taking your plastic cup of water. Get. So I was telling you off air, since you missed the last break, about my experiencing part of the movie Backrooms last night at the movie theater.
Yeah, well, I wanted to check that one out. Because I'm not much of a horror person, but that one looked more like suspense thriller.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't make it, we only made it 30 to 45 minutes, so I can't give you a gore level.
Okay. Since I don't like gore.
Yeah, you don't like gore, which I do. Like, I'm all in when it comes to that kind of stuff. You mentioned, and I hadn't heard that the trailer dropped, but there was a trailer for the upcoming movie, The Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was, and I clicked on it. I'm like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden, like, ah!
And I told you I don't like watching trailers. Like, Becca, it drives her nuts, because she loves to watch trailers so she can go, oh, that movie looks good. Let's go check it out. And I just wait to hear what movies are good, and then I'd go in totally blind. We were like, no, you got to look at this trailer, because it's up your alley. Fire it up. Pretty much immediately, I'm like, yeah!
I'm like, no!
But then I'm like, no! The trailer's got major spoiler.
And then you turn it off and I go, yeah!
And I turned it off because I'm like, oh, it's spoiling everything. And you turned it off because, I mean, that's a gory trailer.
Yeah, they're right.
I'm like, they're ruining they've got to be showing all the good deaths right here in the trailer. This is nuts.
Ruined my day yesterday.
Like when I showed you that video of Santa's workshop.
Yeah.
And he was making the toys for children out of body parts. I'm like, Jane, check this crazy video out. And you're like,
nope, I'm leaving. Something wrong with you.
Like, what, dude? This video's crazy. This is hilarious. Santa's bloody work table.
I'm weird. Like the boys, there's a lot of extreme deaths in there.
Oh, yeah,
those ones don't bother me.
Well, they're so over the top and usually funny.
Yeah, but the horror gore deaths. And I've told you why, because when I was a little kid, my brother is named Jason. He turned 13 on Friday the 13th at scout camp, and he's 9 years older than me, and tortured me with all the Friday the 13th movies from, like, baby until he moved out.
That's a good brother right there.
Dude, he got the movie quality Jason mask and the machete, and during Halloween, he'd follow me and my buddies around to, like, jump out, scare the crap out of us. Like, no.
Cheers to Jason.
Down
Cheers
with
to
Jason. I love my brother, but down with that.
Well, like I was telling you off air, I think you should give Weapons a whirl. I know you don't like horror, but that one I think you could handle. Oh, same director, Barbarian. That doesn't have tons of gore in it either, and it's a really fun movie.
Well, there's like Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Okay.
There's some gore in there, but it's funny.
And that one's like just straight horror comedy.
All these stupid college kids.
Like, I'm not going to say at what point in Weapons, there is some comedy, but they throw you unexpected comedy.
It's like the original Evil Dead's or Army of Darkness. The remake of Evil Dead, I had to leave.
Oh, did you?
I'm like, nope.
See, and I was mad they remade that movie because the originals are
so good.
They're so good. But that's probably one of the best, in my opinion, horror remakes ever done because they did it so different and brutal and scary. And it was disgusting.
Yeah.
I loved it.
That's why I left. I'm like getting all peaked and like almost passing out and throwing up all over myself.
Trying to think of the last movie that had scenes that were bad enough that made me uncomfortable. Maybe like the Hills Have Eyes remake or something. It's a particular scene involving a horrible act that I'm not going to mention that I was like, ugh. That kind of stuff gets to me. But, gore, no. People being treated real bad. I don't really like that one. There's things sometimes worse than death.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. I've got a list going of, disturbing and upsetting movies that I do want to see. But I don't know if Becca's into that kind of stuff.
It doesn't seem like she is.
I like to really disgust and bother myself, make myself really uncomfortable.
Well, just look in the mirror, man.
Well, hey, that's not nice, Jade. That's not a nice thing to say to a guy like this. So
it's Men's Mental Health Month. Look in the mirror and realize how disgusting you are, Victor.
Hey, I talked about Men's Mental Health Month. I think horror is a good release, Jade.
I think metal is.
Metal is too. But, and metal and horror kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Look at death metal. Look at all those bands. They're basically horror in music form. Read the lyrics to Cannibal Corpse songs.
Watch the Twisted Metal series. There you go.
Is it good?
It's pretty good.
Oh, we've been watching the second season of Fallout very slowly.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I like that one too.
I like the first season quite a bit, and this one's, it's getting interesting for sure. So much good stuff out. Like you hear people complaining about things and living in this day and age. Oh, I'll go back to the 1950s. No, we've got so much good stuff now. I know that the world sucks, but
the world sucks in every year.
But if you just take a look at the entertainment options
you don't
available,
even have to leave your couch.
Yeah, just stay home.
You just get more fat.
There you go. Put your phone down. Stop looking at the news. Just fire up streaming, video games. Live on your couch. Pretend the outside world doesn't exist and the world's great. Well, hello, Peaches. What's up?
You want to hear something really funny?
Yes.
I'm writing imaging for the other job, the one that we'll announce next week and or the week after. And I'm sitting there in the other studio, and Jade comes walking in and goes, "Hey, I need to borrow this." And he takes the ring light. I'm like, "Are you just gonna do a selfie video?" Like, I was just like, what are you doing over there?" He's like, and he just didn't say much of anything. He's like, "Yeah, I'll just do it." And he kind of mumbled and then walked away. Right?
Okay.
Go check Facebook right now.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up Facebook here. Because I haven't pulled it up in about an hour.
Because I went on Facebook shortly after, and
it's the very first post.
I'm thinking he probably propped this up and then said, I need to look solemn into the computer.
Yeah, that is what it looks like he's doing. Because I think you can see the reflection of the computer in his glasses. He must have been really happy with how his hair looked today, I guess.
Well, because I know he just dyed it, so.
Oh, it's freshly dyed.
Well, no one's hair is that black.
Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, I was going to dye my beard, but we were too busy yesterday. I was going to dye it red.
Why?
Like red, like these lights.
But why?
For fun.
Okay.
Just for fun.
No, there's no need for an explanation. I just wanted to know.
It's gray, so it won't be gray.
I really wanted to freak some people out and dye mine like jet black, like Jade's, or I would look like, who's that guy that would
You should bleach it.
No, but who's that guy that goes like, but wait, there's more, Billy Mays.
Billy Mays.
Yeah, I would look like him before the tragic accident.
Yes. So, Jade, why aren't you working? I got all this crap I got to do. You're farting around in your office taking selfies.
I just thought that was hilarious. He just walks in and grabs the ring light, and then I go onto Facebook shortly after he does that, and I see him looking like Play-Doh.
I am pondering.
I'm wondering who I'm going to get.
That famous statue, the thinker?
That's what I was getting at.
This is
Socrates over here.
Exactly. I'm thinking about lots of stuff. My name is Jade Davis. I've got some pondering to do.
I'm wondering what work I could give Victor after this.
Yeah, exactly. I got to think about what other tasks I could give him since he's got, a lot to do today.
You know what you should do? Turn these lights on and post the same picture. Let's screenshot it through the webcam.
I got to blur the background like he did, and think. Just sit there with the look of deep thought
Why?
across my face. Yeah, why?
What's that squirrel thinking outside my window? Why, as a grown man, am I dyeing my beard and my hair?
Hey, Peaches, I'm going to do it too. But probably shouldn't be using hair dye at an Airbnb.
You're going to look like Chavo.
Yeah, except fatter. Chavo is what would happen if somebody somehow made a baby out of me and Jade. Tall and skinny, bald,
dude.
goatee.
I need to tell you about the night I had last night too. By the way, we should save that for the next break.
Save it for the next break.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Okay, we can wrap up my show with that. Oh, geez, yeah. Holy cow! It's already 9:40. Okay, yeah. Next break, we'll do that. We'll wrap up my show. And I hope it's good, Peaches.
It's funny.
All right.
It's embarrassing, but it's funny.
Peaches got some embarrassing crap coming up. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're going to wrap up this program here, the Victor Wilt Show, with Peaches' embarrassing evening. Can't wait.
Last night, I went for a walk around the Greenbelt. That's not the embarrassing part. I tried hobbling around the entire thing. I got close to my 10,000 steps. I'm like, okay, I did good for how my back's been feeling for the past couple of days. So I come home, I take a shower, I get out of the shower, I'm all dry and everything, I'm all like naked. I don't want you to picture that, by the way.
Yeah, thanks, Peaches.
I look like
because I've been to your apartment.
Like a tortoise out of its shell. It's just all.
Well, you have been using the spray tan, right?
Yeah.
So at least it's not the pale white.
Well, not the spray tan, the mousse.
Bigfoot. Okay, but it's similar.
Right.
Similar.
So I'm not that crazy yet.
It's a rub-on tan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm all naked in my bedroom. So I'm standing there. By the way, I forgot to mention, like, my place kind of looks like the back rooms with how minimal. Like,
it does.
I have minimal things now.
Peach is selling all his possessions.
Yeah.
His new favorite song, "Imagine" by John Lennon. He's just following it step by step.
You ever see that picture of John Lennon naked next to Yoko Ono?
Sadly, I have.
That's like me in my bedroom standing there. So I'm standing there, and I'm like, okay, I got to put on my basketball shorts. And so I go to pick them up, and all of a sudden, this giant moth, a huge moth, flies into the room and just goes straight for the light on the roof. Mm-hmm. And I'm freaking. I'm like, what does this mean?
What is it?
What does it
mean?
I'm like Google searching. Instead of getting rid of the moth, I'm Google searching. What does a moth mean for when it comes into your bedroom and goes towards the light? And so then,
Peaches, you're losing your mind.
So then,
you're going to update your profile pictures before I know it, and you'll be just pondering.
But so then,
what does this mean? I saw a cloud shaped like a bird. What does it mean? What is life? What is Idaho?
I grab a shower towel and I start whipping it like I'm Indiana Jones.
Peaches, it's a moth.
I'm whipping the roof. I'm just like.
Hold on, I got Indiana Jones music right here.
I almost broke my TV because the TV's right behind me, and I'm full on just swinging the towel. Just imagine naked Peaches just swinging a towel at a moth the size of like a Zin container. Like, it's just that big.
Wow.
And I'm just full of.
Yeah, like a moth you can just catch in your hands.
I'm not catching that thing.
It's not. They don't bite you. Let's find out.
I don't know
actually.
if I killed it because it just disappeared after I swung a couple of times.
That was actually Jade in his other form.
Just trying to see me naked with the ring light, I guess.
Let's see. Adult moths generally cannot bite humans, according to Google AI overview.
Well, Google search, what does a moth mean when it's in the bedroom?
Okay. What?
It's Devin Townsend visiting me.
Oh, the moth. Dude,
he was home at night.
He was home at night. Yeah, if y'all haven't checked out the soundtrack to Peach's life, it came out 1 week ago today. Devin Townsend, the moth.
I killed Devin Townsend.
Peaches, don't be whipping Devin Townsend with a towel while naked.
That's the name of your podcast. Peaches whipped Devin Townsend naked with a towel.
Thank you again for tuning in to the Victor Welch Show. This program is a production of Riverbend Media Group. To contact the show or for more information, hit us up at riverbendmediagroup.com.